Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Good start. Let me know if the audio is all good. Music might be a bit too loud. Hello. Goodness. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Big fan of Karmic Cash Simulator. Favorite part of the game. No pearl. Been surfing on that guy for a bit. Ah. Scavengers really messed me up. Oh, really? He dropped down just to get me. Oh. Yeah, this is just a warm-up. Warm-up run. It's fine if it's bad. Really? Really? Thank you. Maybe I should do a warm-up run at the start of every stream just to get the crash out of the way. That's how I'll do it. Let's pick up that rock. Whatever. I don't know if I've gotten a single rock. There we go. That bat fly. Barely missed that. And hit that like hesitation there. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Record not enough? No, that was not the goal. I mean, I guess it was, but not the end goal. This current run is a little bit behind, but I'm gonna try to get to the end regardless of what happens. I saw grapple. Okay, how does that help? What does that even do? Like the way the movement works now is pretty good. Fortunate spacing. Okay. Well, that kind of sounds difficult to do, considering the the difficulty I had with the Cauldron Falls in the Dissension Challenge. I guess it's not too bad, but that still takes time to like set up like into the right position. When you could just be moving the whole time. I don't know if it would be worth it, but I'd have to see like a clip of someone doing it correctly. See if it's actually worth implementing it into a run. I don't like this cycle. Hello, welcome to the stream. I don't think you're late. You missed the karmic caching if you wanted to see that. Thanks for picking up the rock. Oh wow, that's really bad. Activated this too late. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't want the cell to be active right now. You can do it with Saint. You know, maybe I should look into that. The Saint can do it like anywhere in the run, right? Also, I don't know why I did that. Maybe in like Subterranean. Oh, gonna mess that up. I do want to return to Saint eventually. But I don't really know how I feel about switching between categories all the time. So I feel like I never really get to focus on like one run for that long. If I feel like I'm making progress in one category, then I immediately just switch over to another. That was a very late activation. Yeah, I'm dead. I guess I was kind of panicking because of the DLO in that spot, but I don't know why the cell didn't activate sooner. Not exactly sure what happened there. That's better. I wonder if that actually loses too much time. It doesn't feel like it did. That cell still was still on for quite a while. What are you doing right here? Why are you right in the way? How did I not die? A lot of questions asked. That tentacle was spooky. I think that backflip is slower. I don't even know where the turn sword is from. Ow. But they're gonna be mad at me for the rest of the run. How dare you make one mistake? And I haven't really dealt with the... That's nice. I haven't really dealt with the orange lizards too much, so I'm worried that they're gonna end up in situations that I am not prepared for. I don't really know to what extent they can kind of get in the way. I just haven't really been in this area with creatures on too much. Also, I totally messed that up. Fortunately. Actually, potentially dangerous. See, no lizards here for now. Like, what if they were in the way? And these pipes are really annoying because you can't really see where you're going. Doesn't even know anything happened. That was scary. That's so consistent. I actually really like that setup. I'm worried that I'll try to do that and just like blindly slide into some orange lizards. TLO bounce. It slows you down, honestly. So I'm trying to avoid it. Honestly, that was pretty fast too. I didn't get the bounce, but I got a nice dive. Also, I'm dead. It's such like RNG if they just like are in the right spot to grab you. I didn't really think that could happen. If you didn't see earlier, I did already die in this run before, so that wasn't a good run at all. I just want to finish at least one run at the start. Thought I might get the jump boost. Yeah, kelp they're very hungry. And not very picky. They'll eat like every creature, even like vultures. They'll eat fruit, they'll eat lanterns, they'll probably eat the refraction cell, honestly. Although I have not tested that. Maybe I should just do that every time. It doesn't really feel that much slower. And it looks way funnier. It's like, oh no, you're dead, but then you come back totally fine. I shouldn't have jumped on the pole. There's a way you can like slide into the pipe, and it is not consistent. I didn't take fall damage that time. Oh, they're after me. Ooh, actually, I overcorrected there. I thought I might be going too fast, so I slowed down a bit. But I guess I should just trust, because even if you go too fast, you don't die to it. So it's better to go too fast than too slow. I'm gonna have to karma cache later to get into shoreline. Yeah, nuclear bombs, very energy dense. This guy's always in the way, isn't he? Nothing else to do all day. Might as well just sit in front of this pipe for no reason. If you grab on, it's like it's so slow climbing across. That one tentacle in the wrong spot. Whoops. Oh, I didn't go in that. I should figure out a better way to do that. I think I'm taking fall damage like most of the times I've attempted that. That was actually too fast right there. What's that guy doing? Watch out, there's a vulture. This might not be far enough. A little bounce, never mind. That was actually the kind of bounce that didn't hurt at all. If depending on the angle, it might slow you down a little bit. My consistent strategy. I jumped way too early there, I noticed. And I'm dead. Okay, those two strategies that were usually consistent weren't. Might be doing this for a while. Is there a mod that turns all the rot into worm grass? I don't think so. Like on the walls and such. I guess they're maybe similar enough you could kind of switch them out, but you probably have to do it manually. And doing that throughout the entire world wherever there's rot sounds kind of annoying. So I don't imagine anyone's done it for no return at all. All the rot, including DLLs. I don't even know how that works though. I think I almost clipped into the wall there. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Roof worm grass. Yeah, I don't know if worm grass can be rotated at all. it'd be really easy to fall out of them. Unfortunate development. And how about turning all the worm grass and farm rays into rot instead? If the worm grass was rot, would reindeer get killed by it? That's a good question. Need to wait a little bit longer on that last jump. This guy's always right here. Unless they decide to move, and they're nice about it, you know. Ah, unfortunate. Waited a little bit too long there. That's actually quite dangerous, but it's good to know that I can still be safe in that situation. This pipe is really annoying to enter, just because of the physics with the refraction, so. Turn storage. I actually noticed that I was going too fast, but I fixed it the correct amount this time. That was a very far slide pass, further than usual. Don't do that. Put worm grass on the deer. They keep you on your toes. Please. Ooh, nice ledge climb. Yeah, that was really slow. That turned off way sooner than normal. Actually, you know what? That's not too slow. What I just did there. Oh shoot, this is not enough food. What is this karma requirement? 3. Alright. Taking a little detour. Very high quality speedrun. Where would I get food? I don't know. I could eat spiders. I mean, spiders, bat flies, same thing, right? This guy's a little bit spooky. I wonder if I could reach that. Ah, he's mad at me. I think there's food up. I really do not know where to go. I think yeah, there's food up. So I've gone up this room like 3 times total. All that for 1 bat fly. Need to get to Karma 5, so this will take a while. I feel like whatever the ancients farmed is long gone. It was probably something heavily modified. Oh, the Karma Flower. I'll just need to find another one later, or just shelter again. You know, this whole run is a mess anyways, so it doesn't matter. Guess I should have thought about that earlier, but it was probably so heavily modified that the moment the ancients left, there was nothing left to sustain it, and they just immediately died out, like with no way of spreading on their own. Like some kind of crop that is extremely efficient in terms of producing food, but like completely reliant on the ancients. And the ancients, I think people forget how old the ancients are, because they're so old that the iterators call them ancients. It's not like the last like global ascension happened and then like Spearmaster showed up. Like they're not very close in the timeline at all. At least I like to think of it like that. I can't say for sure when the events are, Like Nomancers. Yeah, aren't they like in the like even before Spearmaster? I forget what exactly their gimmick is, but I feel like whatever it is, it doesn't. You basically have to redesign the entire world for it to work, I feel. Before Pebbles was built? Yeah. Like all the iterators were built, and then a lot of time passed, and then the ancients all ascended, the global ascensions, and then enough time passed for the iterators to start calling them ancients. That's the way I think of it. Like I should have died from that too. I mean, I'm glad I didn't. If it was a red centipede, maybe. Don't go too fast. Or maybe it's try to find a way to throw the self further. Don't give modders ideas. The modders are already going to create very difficult and annoying mods if they want to. I mean, it's literally in downpour already. Like how I managed to catch that. I would really like to see a different depth. Because I think it's safe to assume that the Void Sea stretches out pretty much across the entire world. It's not like the one Void Sea that we see in the game is the only place you can access it. It is just everywhere. If you dig down far enough, you will find the Void Sea. Right? I would like to see another entrance to the depths, to the Void Sea. Because, you know, the depths that we see now, we're very used to it. I did something different that time. Yeah, right? So Shaded Citadel probably had ancients still living in it right around when Pebbles was being constructed, because they were the ones complaining about it, right? Oops, I don't know why I'm swimming down. Which means that Moon is actually, like, very old, to the point where the rain wasn't actually a huge problem. And then eventually, I think because the rain was getting more and more severe, they had to more and more people had to move to Moon City, and that's why it became overpopulated, and they had to make Pebbles. So that actually kind of all makes sense. Thinking of it like that. What if you could escape? And if you could escape, would it be faster than skipping the cutscene? And then the game crashes. You know, this is why I did this run, to get it out of the way. Just looking at the exception log for that crash, because I haven't checked that before. Surprised that already has the same food requirements as Hunter. What would they do to change food requirements to make it unique? I mean, I think it makes sense, right? Like, the carnivorous slugcats have like similar food requirements. Or is it because you can use food to make explosives? Doing something with that, maybe. This is actually really difficult to do the whole hop. No roll pounces. That's because my fast roll button is not working. Why? No rolling? Okay. That's strange. The button is still there. You can still see on the input display. Why would that change? Just totally messed that up. Alright. What do I do other than fast rolls? That's like all the tech in these rooms. You just like fast roll. Huh. Okay, I'll need to look at that later. A nice one. Maybe the keybind got reset? Oh right, I don't even have enough karma. Right, I should remember to get food when I don't have enough karma, because then I need to go look for a spear, and this takes like 10 years. Oh, I got lucky. Oh, there's actually spirit just up here. Still doesn't work. got a passage. I've survived. I actually didn't. I did a pretty bad job at surviving this run. It still says, I mean, the mod did load, right? Because of showing the input display as part of the mod. Yeah, let me just enter this pipe real quick. So the part of it that shows the input display is working, I guess it's just to reset the keybind, but I don't know why it would do that. Everything else is working fine. If you fall too fast there, you actually take fall damage, even though there's water. Alright, hello moon. My computer might actually like have some serious problems going on. Like outside of Rain World. Fast roll button. I mean, good tester. My game is just particularly broken. Did it crash? I mean, yeah, thank you, game. I guess I did just say, you know. Check the exception log again. It does not exist. Anyway, can I actually start run? I'm a little worried about like doing actual runs now. Is the game even gonna function normally? I'm just gonna open this for a bit because I really need fast rolls to work. Okay, I guess it does now. It's picking up the input at least. My computer does make a beeping sound when I turn it on. That might be part of the problem. Yeah, fast rolls work now. I guess I'll just do another attempt. Well, it didn't do it for a long time, and then randomly it started doing it. So I assume it's not like supposed to. But also, it still works like 99% of the time, so I don't worry about it. Stab me. Let's not worry about it for now. Just gonna focus on going fast. I'm going to do real attempts now, by the way, so I will be resetting if I die. Yeah, I gave you a pearl. We're friends now. Wonder how many passages you can get in a single cycle. I know that some of them are straight up impossible because they require that you do something for multiple cycles in a row. Like the one, like Monk, Saint, Hunter, I know that Outlaw is very easy to do in one cycle. You often do it accidentally if you just kill a bunch of stuff in one cycle. Pilgrim, or not Pilgrim, Nomad is possible, I think, because you could just travel between a bunch of regions in one cycle. That still counts. Probably Chieftain. Not Chieftain? I totally messed up the whole sequence. That was still okay though. Pilgrim, you could technically count if you were able to get every echo from a single like starting shelter, then you would never like progress to the next cycle technically, right? Because you'd just be resetting. So you could technically do that in one cycle as long as you have enough time to reach all the echoes, which I think is a challenge actually. Reputation gain is capped. I did not know that. So yeah, most you'll be able to get to like half of the, or a little bit more than half of the progress for Chieftain. Oh no. Scholar you could probably get. You just need to touch the pearls, right? Boing. Little few too many boings. Wanderer technically should be, or no. Actually, I still don't even know if Wanderer depends on if it requires that you shelter in the region or not. I think it does. And so that's just straight not possible. But even like just visiting each region would also be extremely difficult and probably not possible. You can't starve Echo. I guess, yeah, if you want to count Pilgrim. Why are you leaving? Oh, I jumped too early there. Oh. Yeah, okay. I haven't done that before. Remember to actually slide earlier than that. Earlier than when you run straight into the tentacle. And look at the passages. The one part of the stream you missed. Hello, welcome. Survivor is not possible. Monk, Hunter, Saint are technically possible if you echo cheese / like starve. Outlaw is definitely possible. Chieftain, you could do it in like 2 cycles. Wanderer, not possible. Dragon Slayer actually is possible in 1 cycle, and that's a challenge too, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think it is, but it's probably possible. The Friend isn't because you need to shelter with them several times, and the Scholar it probably is. Martyr, not possible. Nomad, probably possible. Yeah, it should be. Pilgrim technically counts, and then the Mother requires multiple shelters. So there's like a like decent chunk of them you can do, and extra if you count some like echoes and starving. I kind of wonder what is the minimum number of cycles you could get all of the passages. Not like a speed run, but I mean some parts of it would probably be like a speed run, but like more like cycle efficiency, you know. That could actually be a kind of fun challenge to try out like 100%, but every cycle you're trying to be as efficient as possible. So basically it'd be the same as the amount of regions. I mean, it would take a while to get enough karma to get out of outskirts and then to get survivor, because I think you need no, I think you can make wanderer progress without survivor, right? But you still need to get enough karma to leave. And also nomad would be kind of hard to get because you need to cross through several regions without sleeping in them, which wouldn't give you wanderer progress. Which actually doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because you would just shelter and then slowly make progress towards nomad anyway. You don't need to do that in 1 cycle. But I guess the interesting part of that would be what routes that goes through every region, but also gives you every other passage. And would you have enough time to get like hunter and monk, and then saint and outlaw, right? You kind of would need to switch between those, but there's like more than 10 regions. So spend 5 cycles doing one of them, spend 5 doing another. That would be like very stressful. I feel like having to keep track of all of those passages, so you can't mess up a single one to get the optimal number of cycles. Oh, forgot the pearl. Unless you start like trying to get the pearl immediately, you won't have enough time for the shelter opens. Don't mind me. I feel like I've gotten very lucky with the scavengers not actually trying to kill me. Never mind. I had to say that. Yeah, it's too high up to do the wall pants. Yeah, the one scavenger at the top of the room that was aggressive enough to try to kill me. I just realized the scavengers in Artie's campaign, their karma level varies wildly from like 1 to 5, right? Their karma is all over the place. Which means that they're not very good at surviving. Like on average, they probably like die just as much as they survive cycles. Which is strange-ish. I mean, you see scavengers die kind of often, but usually there's big groups of them that stick together, and they are pretty good at surviving. Partially because there's so many scavengers that not many predators can take out a good amount of them. Like at most, like a vulture will go down and grab a single one, right? So you think that they'd be pretty high on karma, right? Yeah, like level 4 or 5 regularly. There's probably more scavengers up here. If there was one right there. Yep, and I had to get popped by that one. I have turn storage. Scavs in regions with tools had higher karma on average. Would they? I'm thinking about the like toll and garbage waste that's like higher up, or the toll in outskirts. Like they're always fighting stuff, and the one in farm raids especially. Like they're not very peaceful. Also, I'd messed that up. I don't know why I did a pounce there. I've gotten unreasonably consistent at that in my last few attempts. Take the... Nice, tame progress. I just fast fell to my death. Dissension. Yeah, unintentional dissension. What I just did there. It wouldn't even count though, because I fell into a pit. But I started that whole wild punch chain a little bit higher up than I should have. That's why I landed on that platform instead of just bouncing off of it. What was that? Oh, there's already scavengers here. That's a special occasion. See, they've already seen me, so they know that I'm not harmful to them at all. That means that it will be nicer later, right? Copium. Maybe reputation went down a little bit because I had gone their way. What if you took Rain World and let it just run for a long time? Kind of like Safari mode. And the creatures who survive get to like reproduce, and the creatures that die often would eventually disappear if the ecosystem would eventually like change over time. If you were to try to make it like into like an accurate simulation, I mean, you know, that's already what Rainbow tries to do, but it's still a game, and there's still like some mechanics that are set in stone. Like some creatures never disappear or they eat lineage. If you like art of that stuff and made the like amount of creatures actually dynamic, greens would take out all the lizards. It would only just be greens left. Also, you'd have to like include a system for food, so a creature would die if it didn't get enough food too. So only the creatures that are actually good at hunting would survive. I'd still drop my fruit. I thought it was far enough away. Yeah, so the greens would kill all the lizards, and then the greens would just die out, and there'd be no lizards left. I think some of them would still survive. Like blue and white lizards are pretty good at getting food, like catching centipedes or like I don't know, other things. You could have the stats change too. I mean, you just kind of see their stats increase overall, right? Because their stats now are pretty random, right? But of course, in that situation, the ones with the higher stats would just survive better. I don't imagine that there'd be any situation where lowering the stats would be beneficial. Unless the stats make them like too aggressive. The only lizard left would be the white lizard on the leg. But some areas like Industrial and Spearmaster's campaign, there's so many lizards there, like they don't have enough other food to eat. Vultures would probably be totally fine. Maybe there'd be too many vultures. They're kind of overpowered, really. I mean, I guess they're like an apex predator, but they just show up, they eat something, and they leave, and that's it. No one else can do anything about it. They only die to like red lizards and red centipedes and maybe scavengers on rare occasions. You'd probably have to change the way some creatures work so that they actually eat food. Like scavengers, centipedes, like how would that work for them? I guess you could just say that centipedes that kill another creature counts as eating them. And maybe you do the same for scavengers, but it'd be cool if they could also collect like fruit and stuff, the same kind of food that the Sluggite can eat. It is cool that scavengers grab karma flowers. Like Downpour kind of retroactively makes that more interesting. Like, of course they would care about karma flowers because they actually have karma, and they also probably want to move between regions sometimes. They eat mushrooms. Yeah, they survive on drugs only. Karma flowers and mushrooms. Their only food source. Okay, why am I suddenly good at that? I haven't even practiced it at all. I'm gonna run into the slime lizards here, aren't I? That spider there was kind of freaking me out. And then they totally miss. No silence would surprise me. It's weird that slugcats are the only creature that can just eat. That can just eat food whenever they want. Every single other creature in the game has to bring their food to a den or something to eat it first. I guess you could say technically like full plants and kelp. They kind of eat stuff whenever, but it's the same thing for them. I guess that's why scavengers are like different, you know. They're about the same size as slugcats, right? So they would be eating food the same way, but I guess not. I don't know. They don't ever bring stuff back to dens. They don't even really have dens compared to other creatures. They just kind of like disappear into like wherever. Oh yeah, Leviathans. Yeah, they count, I guess. I imagine that it's just more efficient for creatures to eat while it's raining, instead of trying to like eat when you could be hunting for more food too. Although like Hunter eats very quickly. It's not like that would be a problem for them. Because like Hunter, you can just kill something and then just eat it like immediately, and that doesn't take any time at all. Other creatures the same size as slugcats, like squidcados or jetfish, they also bring stuff back to their den. Which is funny for like jetfish, because if there's like some food in a room, they will like go grab the food, go back to their den, and then go grab the food, just repeat that. Just going back and forth. We don't ever see noodle flies eat. And I don't think they get food from stabbing stuff. Because they only ever do it when they're mad. Oh. I was so surprised by that, I didn't even do the right, like, wall pass. I thought I was gonna drop my food. Good time. That happens every once in a while. Some creature falling down from the very top. Usually it's a spider, sometimes a cyan. Oh, thank you. Thank you for ruining everything. What I meant to say. I saw the lizard there, but I was just kind of hoping that I wouldn't run into him. Okay, whenever there's a cyan here, I freak out and I fall down here for some reason, like every single time. This is a mediocre run. I expect that. I'm gonna keep going through this run. I'm never gonna reset unless I die. Or something really bad happens. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How the run's been? Eh. Haven't really made it that far yet. Oh. I died to that last time. No DLL here. Because, why not? I don't mind it. Guess this is okay. This is bad cycle. Never mind, it's great. It's hard to tell if it's a good or bad cycle until you get to the room or a particular segment where you want it to be a certain gravity. That's perfectly spaced. Oh no. I wish you could eat food when moving. 0G. So this would be the perfect opportunity to eat the neuron. My flag spike, dude. Actually, it's the other way around. Waterfront was made for Artie, so that they could at least traverse it a little bit. I think, like, at least compared to Shoreline. Hello, welcome to the stream. That was all very clean. No complaints there. Let me just get brain damage real quick. I should set up the splits in a way such that you guys can see all of the splits, but I can only see the overall time. I don't know if I could do that. I don't like having the splits visible. They just kind of stress me out. But having it in the final recording would be nice. Nice jump storage, jump boost. Hit a window on top. Usually live split takes priority on top of other windows. And DLL. So thank you for that. Somehow I'm not dead. Okay, this is all not good. Not close at all. Okay, I like that. I don't like that. I like that. I should shut up. That's a little bit too early. Okay. Okay. I... Oh, split. I forgot to split, so that should have been a little bit faster. Just have two life splits open, and only one of them would be for OBS. Forgot the cell for a second. fine. Okay, that shouldn't have happened. I said I shouldn't have lived that. Thank you for that. Yeah, the small risk of just going backwards. Shoot. What do I do here? Totally messed that up. I need to not slide as far from the very first slide bounce. That's the problem there. I need to like slow down to like land on that platform, but I didn't slow down enough. Now I'm just throwing. That's still too late. Oh no. Why? I was just... Okay, so I don't think this is going to be a good run, but I think I'm going to be able to finish it. You can jump straight out of the water, but it's like such a precise timing, and it's just really inconsistent because you need to be in like the right position, going at the right speed, and it might depend on like the waves. I don't know. It's just super random. I can never get it consistent, and it's not even that much slower to do it the other way. Because if the cell is active for longer, then you fall down the next room really slowly. I knew that's gonna happen. Which I guess just means that you should activate the cell earlier, right? So that it turns off by the time you start falling. Please. This might mess up the jellyfish cycle. Nope, we're good. I think I need to go lower. Like, if I got too close to the very ends of the tentacles. And that's what actually grabs you. Okay. I got up there eventually. Good job getting stuck on that. Whoa. A little jump scare. This is a bad spawn. I was really far back. It always crashes on the first run. That's what I did a practice run before this. And that run did crash. And it's always the first run that crashes. So I'm gonna make sure to finish at least one run before I actually start doing attempts. Which is, I mean, kind of annoying, but I guess it's nice to like have a bit of a warm up. But it's like if that first run that I got would be really good. It's like, well, I know that's it's gonna end. You know, like the first attempt is always going to die at the very end, and I can't do anything about that. I like that. Go down. Oh. Why? That run was so bad. And I got a sub 28. Okay, well, I learned something, and it's that this can be improved a lot more. Okay, goodbye, Moon. Because there were a lot of these mistakes just all over the place. Which is how the previous run felt. Yeah, I guess we keep going. The rot was pretty good. I hope that I didn't actually get like really lucky with the rot, because I might have to. It might take a long time to get that kind of luck again. If that was like a very special run through the rot. Okay. I shouldn't do another jump there. If I do another jump, it goes too high. This is a funny song. Leeches are probably a menace when it floods. Anything else that's like aquatic, that like swims around a lot when it's raining, they probably like leeches are probably like the main predator. Like a hazer spends the entire cycles like sitting on the floor waiting for it to rain, and it finally does, and they get to swim around, and they immediately get killed by a swarm of leeches. How many creatures are active when it's flooding? Because you imagine, considering that it's probably flooded like the majority of the time, there's probably like a whole another ecosystem just for when that happens. And anything that swims around, obviously, leviathans. I mean, it doesn't really flood in shoreline. There's like way too much space. The water level probably increases like somewhat. Things like salamanders or eel lizards. Rain World, but it's Subnautica. There's probably like plenty more species that we don't even see. just because they only appear in the ring. Oh, I got a shield. Shield wasn't very good. I guess that is what submerged superstructure is. It's just like a whole ecosystem that's flooded. Oh, there's aquapedes too. But I guess the more interesting part is the fact that areas that aren't always underwater change between being flooded and not flooded, you know? In that case, you'd actually expect there to be more amphibious creatures, like salamanders. Give them a lot more time to look for food if they can stay in the floods. Of course, nothing is going to be surviving the actual rain itself. Yeah, there's already like enough aquatic creatures as is for how there's not many underwater areas. And even when it's flooding as like Rivulet, you can't really stay underwater for that long. And so even if there are creatures that only come out when it's flooding, they might just wait a little bit longer. If they just wait like 2 minutes, then we're probably not going to see them even as Riv. I mean, there are some nocturnal creatures. Spiders, sand lizards. You can see that set of spawns with the blinded bird in. So that kind of is already a thing, but there's not too many unique creatures. There's more like just creatures that are normally in the dark just show up elsewhere. Oh, Mirror's Vultures. Yeah, that's a good nocturnal creature. We should get more Mirror's Vultures. Imagine Miro's sharks. I think I'm good. Whoops, I didn't line that up properly anyway. There's the white lizard. Spiders kind of scare me. Actually, yeah, goodbye. Miros Leviathan. That's honestly a downgrade. Unless it's like an even larger Miros. Oh gosh, why am I bad at this all of a sudden? I couldn't enter fast enough. Duke. Yeah, just Duke Fish on. Just no changes at all. There's a spear here. Wonder what kind of run I could get going the old routes. Like the original, like, going up the wall, going down to talk to Pebbles, and then going down to the refraction cell from there. Wonder how that would go. I guess I'd also have to like learn how to do the new movement for the wall, because I know that there's some stuff that Rivulet can do. Okay, this isn't a very good start. It's like 2 seconds behind. Or like 6 seconds. Actually, it kind of makes sense that there's not too many aquatic creatures. Because the, like, why would the ancients engineer creatures to be aquatic when there were no floods yet? And by the time that there were a bunch of floods and a lot of rain, then they would have already left to the iterators. And so the only aquatic creatures that are remaining are ones that have evolved to and adapted to the water. Like salamanders and eel lizards are basically just lizards, but they can breathe underwater. And then aquapedes are the same, but for centipedes, you know. Rubicon only has one vulture. I disagree with that. I feel like I've seen at least like 2 on screen at the same time. Shoreline actually does make sense. You tend to see Miros vultures when going through Shoreline in the speedrun at least. Guardians can spawn them. What, so Guardians are just constantly adding to the pool? Going different directions in time. They're all just mirrors of the one true Mirror Vulture. The mirror stands for mirror. I think that was more consistent. Okay, let's just ignore each other then. Okay, this isn't a very good run. So far. Yeah, definitely not. If I messed that up too. Never found pebbles. I've actually heard that quite often, that people didn't find 5 pebbles at all, which I think is kind of surprising because you would want to find them. You would want to go looking for them, right? I feel like you know, in every single campaign, the main things that you're looking for are going to be moon and pebbles, right? And so why would you not find pebbles and just say, oh, well, I guess that he's just missing. Who knows? Who knows where he went? I'm gonna go look for pebbles. Like, even if it takes forever to search through this entire region. Very random for him to just be gone. Maybe. I guess you can't find the moon as Artificer right after she collapses, or during the collapse. I think she's like partially collapsed for Artie, but not like all the way. At least the entrance is blocked. This room just was kind of slow. Yes, thank you. I don't know how many more runs I'll do. I already improved the previous run. Why are there so many more red lizards than every other creature? Is that really necessary? going to the left path in Rubicon, that you heard that and then you wanted to go to the left path, or that you avoided the left path? Because personally, I think the right path is much easier, unless there's something specific that you wanted, that you saw. I don't know. Making Rubicon. I don't know when they made Rubicon, obviously, but the point was to make it very challenging. Really, you think that left is the easy path? Because left, I mean, left has like one room with like 2 red lizards in it, and that's like a huge pain. And then there's the memory crypts area, and then the room with orange lizards, which are annoying, or the alternate path, which... What is slow about that path? There's like an extra room, and then you have to like get through the other room. I don't know, the right side path has like... It's like nothing dangerous over there. You might get a little bit lost, and you might run into DLOs, but if there's a certain path you can take that just skips all of those. And you only ever deal with like snails and noodle flies, squidcadas, and like just like creatures that aren't actually really aggressive at all. There's like one red lizard, but he's like in the corner of a room that you can just like run through really quickly. I pressed the wrong button there. It's fine, there's no scavengers here anyway. Not like I want there to be scavengers here, but if there were, then I would have not been able to give the pearl to them. Did I pick up a rock? I did. I mean, there's mirror vultures when you go left or right, but there's a few rooms where it's just like really long horizontal rooms with mirror vultures, and there is the red lizard like immediately. But I think it's easier to kill the red lizard or to just ignore it completely. That's one deal with angry newts. If you want to kill them, you can wait for them to like follow you into a room and like stab them the moment they come into the room, and then leave the pipe. I got the spider perfectly had to be in the way right there. Yeah, you can use fire spears. Which is really funny because you don't actually have a reason to use them at all. The one time you can make use of fire spears, you don't need to. They're cool on like enemy randomizers. Okay, well, thank you for that. Oh, Rivulet is dead now. I feel like Rivulet should be like so slippery that lizards struggle to grab you. Like there's a 50% chance that they just drop you. No. I mean, Rivulet doesn't need to be even stronger than they are. Like I haven't been able to hit that one wall pounce early in the run because of the snails that are in the way. And that maybe I shouldn't even bother with going for it. It's pretty, well, I'm somewhat consistent at it when there's no snails. But there's always going to be snails there. I'm going to try to get one more room, or one more run that gets to pebbles. I want to see if I can get there again. And that might be the last run. Four total question mark spawns. Are those stowaways? Forgot their name for a second. Because they don't spawn in a den, right? But they... I mean, what does it say in, like, in 5 Pebbles? How many does it show the DLLs that are there, but not the ones that come from a den? The ones that are just, like, sitting around. Infiltration system. I'm trying to grab a fruit right here. Okay. Hyper filtration gate? Yeah, I don't know what that could be. Maybe it's nothing specifically, it's just kind of like a placeholder icon. I mean, I don't really know what you're referring to as a question mark. I... The question mark could, or stowaways could be question marks, but that might not necessarily mean that every question mark is a stowaway. That one tropic, he knows there, you never mind. Yeah, I know that one. Really like getting that turn around there. Well, if he fell down alongside me, that would have been a problem. Hello? Welcome to the stream. That's an eel loser. Yeah, I feel like I've gotten that more consistent recently. I mean, you guys can see all the times I get the plank. I'm not even really paying attention to how I'm doing it. I'm just kind of like pressing buttons and it just kind of works out. And I messed that up. Didn't work out that time. Ah, brain damage. Yeah, that can be a little bit dangerous doing that. It might not send you high enough if you release from the pole too quickly. Because you'll release earlier than the very top of the pole. Oh, actually jumps too fast there. No items at all? Nothing? Okay, this is like kind of bad. I just did not get any rocks at all when I needed them. Well, I wanted to get to pebbles, so maybe this is that run. Overshot. for pulling me down. Okay, not the cleanest movement. Not at all. Almost went too high. So many mistakes. Oh, rat pebbles. We're just behind too. And then I have to compete with a very good rot split. Ad cycle, maybe. As long as I get through that room quickly. Expedition, they've been nice. Maybe my approach to expeditions was different than most people's, but I feel like that was actually a really easy achievement to get. But a lot of people are like, oh wow, that's like so many expeditions that you have to do, but like some of the quests are not really that difficult. They just require, like, you can start an expedition with like a single objective, do that one objective, and then like complete some like and get like some, what are they called? Like the progress, the challenge, or what? I don't know what they're called. Like if one of them is like complete 5 expeditions as this character, then just do 5 expeditions with like a single really easy challenge in them, right? That doesn't take very long at all to clear. Just to do 5. You don't need to do like 5 full-on like challenging expeditions, you know. You can just do the bare minimum if you really want to get like complete all of them. That was really slow. Rain World Battle Pass. Yeah, quests. That was really bad. Could have been moving forward then. The expedition, I have done that on stream. Oh yeah, that's that. Thank you. Time to beat challenge 70. It's not that bad. It just takes like a few days. Actually, it is that bad. I don't know why I said that. Good luck. Oh, the refraction cell was bouncing up and down a whole lot right then. Is it worth the time it takes to beat challenge 70? Is it worth playing the game at all? There's no benefit from it. You don't get anything tangible. If you want to go for the challenges and expeditions and such, then, you know, it's as worth it as you want it to be, really. If you really want to complete the challenge, then yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they released an update that no longer requires that you complete challenge 70 for that achievement. I believe that was the way that it was supposed to be from the beginning. It's not enjoyable, well then it's not worth it. Did I really hear it again? I think this really solidifies how well this run is going. I don't know if you're supposed to jump there, because if I don't jump, then it doesn't really work out. But I feel like if I do jump, then it also doesn't work. Unless I'm just getting the timing on the jump wrong. This is really bad. Yeah, this whole run is not good. So you have to land up there. Okay, well. They were never seen again. I think I'm going to end here. I kind of like doing a little bit shorter streams. And I did get world record again. I mean, do you say that you get world record if you're just beating your own time? I got a PB. That's definitely true. Yeah, I'm going to do more challenges next week. This will be fun. I don't mind doing like really long streams for the challenges. So that's what I'm gonna put most of my effort into. And these Rivulet runs might be a bit on the shorter side. But if I get one good run, then that's still pretty nice progress. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. See ya.